Oladipo! Oh! He defends. He shoots the 3-ball.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg in our sideline report is here at Auburn.
Last game, when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse. I mean, they're going to have to make do without this young man for a
Is facing off here tonight. If you like scoring, this one is a good one.
Razzle dazzle and high octane basketball. Doesn't get much more entertaining than that from where I sit.
They sure make it fun, you're right. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for Indiana, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Down low, it's Young and Turner. And it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Oladipo. Off target from outside. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. This is the first meeting of the year between these two teams, but he said those guys are tough to deal with when you let them get to the rim. We've got to move our feet on defense and do our best to deny penetration. We'll see who comes out on top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's money. Orlando getting another chance here. Vucevic with the bucket.
Boy, the hustle by Vucevic. I mean, showing real commitment and investment on the glass and finding ways to come up with second chance opportunities for his team. That's very impressive.
Now, here's Oladipo. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Here's Turner. Gonna go that time. Great D that time for Vucevic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Collison dishes to Turner. Back to Collison. Lays it up and banks it in. Collison's got his first 2 points.
Like that execution, Kevin. A successful possession leading to a high percentage basket.
Here's money. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his career. Good at spotting the open man.
And here's Collison. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Collison gets a wide open look, and it's off from 3-point range. Here's money, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you know, for a bigger guy, Vucevic really dishes the ball well out there. He's a terrific passer and does a nice job recognizing easy scoring chances.
Now here's Collison. Kicked away. Money passes to Isaac. Out left of the wing. Here's money. That's it. That's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Collison. There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. 10 points for money.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to 2-way contract.
Well, I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
Collison's shot is good.
Sensing the opportunity there, Collison sneaking inside for the finish.
Here's money. He's covered by Collison. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
Here's Collison following the bucket by Orlando. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Magic leading by 8. McDermott with a steal. The drive by Collison, and it goes down 2 points. Collison's got 8.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Here's Money. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And the Pacers with possession here. The Magic getting the bucket. Young inside. Vucevic defending, and the basket is good. Turner's got his first bucket of the night.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolling to the basket.
Gordon finds Vucevic. Here's Money. Great D that time from Collison.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now, here's Oladipo. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Collison, no good. Orlando leading by 6. On pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover had it, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here's Oladipo. Back to Collison. Off target from outside. Here's Ross. That one doesn't drop. So Indiana will take it the other way. This game,
Role players who can complement what your team does.
And you know what, Greg? Every team has guys that play different roles. As a matter of fact, most players in the league are role players. It's a matter of understanding the role and doing it well, because role players are just as important as the stars.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
and we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake. What a groove.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they come out strong. I mean, clearly, they've been the better team so far.
And the Pacers call time here.
And you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has is something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Evans comes in for Darren Collison.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that. They're actually earning it well right now.
And if there's a path to the hoop, you can bet Evans is going to try and find it. He stays in constant motion, looking to get to the basket and finish at the rim. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Here's Evans. The Magic getting the bucket. Loss, that's good. And the Magic lead by 14. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Pushing it up. And Ross with the slam.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
And so it's Indiana with it after the Magic pick up 2. And Turner kicks to McDermott. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac with the steal. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month. Money.
You can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
To the inside. Here's Evans. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
That is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Pacers trail by 16. Another steal. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
You know, last season, Aaron Gordon really flourished in a more wide-open offense, taking advantage of his uber athleticism. But he also put a lot of work into his jumper, and that showed. Helped him make the jump into a top option for an offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Matthews comes in for Doug McDermott, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Oladipo. And for Gordon, all the focus he gave to improving his shot gave him the confidence he needed.
Yeah, exactly. And confidence so big in this league. I mean, it's a difference between good to great or average to good. I mean, when he believes in his shot, he's lethal offensively. And it just opens up the floor for him and his teammates and allows him to create mismatches the way he's shooting it now.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Money passing the court. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here is Matthews, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Will it go? And it's Orlando with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Now here's Gordon.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Pacers shooting 47% here so far. They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Evans, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. And Tyreek Evans, a player who still found a way to improve his game.
You know, he added the 3-point shot that is much more consistent than what he had earlier in his career. Has always been a playmaker and strong at getting to the rim. But now that you have to respect his outside shot, I think he took a step back to being the player we thought he'd be after that amazing rookie season.
The first free throw is good.
Now, you got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreek Evans can play a few different spots for you. And he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
Good on both. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list. And Mark, you taking a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure that players are at their very healthy?
Well, you know, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent and do a good job of preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player and following the protocols in his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Matthews, another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Here's what's coming up. And for the Orlando Magic, the 2017-18 season, Clark, not a great one, but they did have some bright spots.
Well, they saw what Aaron Gordon can do. That's a positive. Had a chance to grow some young players like Jonathan Isaac. A tough season for sure, but this is all part of evaluating what you have and where you stand.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Poked away. Isaac with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Money. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Joseph has an open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Passes it to Money. To the middle. Matthews with the steal. Kicks to Joseph. Pass to Holiday. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Major pulverization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break. So far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man. Just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
Holiday. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with Money, and it's Isaac in at the three. That's who's out there for Orlando. The pass to Turner. Shoots over Vucevic. The shot by Turner, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. They host the Kings after this game. Here's Turner. The kick out to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. And the jam by Ross.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Here's Matthews. Outside Turner. Indiana again, turning it over.
And checking out the numbers for Joseph, his last 10 games, he's getting around 4 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
Young's checked in for Indiana. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And it's Gordon missing.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Holiday. Softly drops in the floor. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Back to Isaac. It's deflected. And the layup's good off the glass. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And right now, Gordon is on a whole nother level now. I mean, he's not forcing anything. He's really letting the game come to him, and his shots are being taken right in rhythm.
Down low. Isaac kicks to Ross. From 13, and he gets that one to go off the front line. Ross has got 10 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Holiday, here we go. Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wasted no time on that one. 17 points for Aaron Gordon. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well, he demands accountability, and his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. Will it go? It's hauled in by Gordon.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. He's getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the center. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Holiday. Time on the clock, and Young now, top of the key. And here's Matthews on the arc. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Here's Ross. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 12.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
And Holiday has it in the corner. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Yeah, you know what? I think eventually he will find his rhythm because he is off right now, but all it takes is one hoop and you're back in rhythm.
Here's Vucevic. The rebound by Young.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately they came up in it.
Outside Collison. To the paint to end the cold streak, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Ross on the wing. Goes up the baseline, and he overshot that one, missing. The Pacers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Thursday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Oladipo misses. The Magic have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And he hits the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now here's Collison. 8 points for him. Oladipo outside. Pocket 6. Misses off the left iron. Here's Orlando now. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
And Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now. Rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
To the paint, uncovered. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
Keeps it on the string, and Collison creating off the pick and roll nicely.
That's to Vucevic. Over Sabonis. And it's Vucevic missing. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Young outside. Outside Collison. That shot off, and Orlando will come the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
And one thing that the Pacers struggled with last season, and will have to answer this season, Clark, is finding a big man pair that works.
Well, you know what? You look at Sabonis and Turner, and they both have outstanding futures ahead of them, and didn't play as well together as you would like, but I think there's still time to see if that can be worked out.
And Indiana shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Ross finds Vucevic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Vucevic has got 8 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And yes, it's good. Isaac's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
And that's a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Evans in for Doug McDermott. It's Oladipo on the wing. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Good on the three-point shot.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now here's Collison. He's tightly guarded. Another steal. Money. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Collison gets to Turner. Oh, Turner in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Turner is an athletic behemoth. What a word. And he's really good when it comes to finishing off. Alley-oop.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
Got a piece of it. Oladipo against Ross. Outside Collison. 4 on the clock. Get the shot. Misses off the right eye.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Capable of finishing off those alley-oops, throw it in Vucevic's area, and he's going to go get it for you.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Vucevic.
And you know, last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Miles Turner. I mean, he was expected to take another big leap forward into stardom, but didn't quite get to that point. But sometimes growth is not a straight line. It's up and down, sideways a bit. This young man's got the character and talent to be an all-star in the near future. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Clark Turner last season battled some injuries and had to work to come back to his consistent rotation time role.
Kevin, how many times have I said it? I know we're in the microwave age, but you have to be patient with these young guys, especially big guys. They just traditionally take longer to develop. You've got to remember he played 1 year of college basketball and an outstanding rookie year. The sophomore year, a little bit bumpy, but still progress made. This guy's got great promise and potential, and he's going to be an impact player for a long time.
Vucevic, another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. He kicks to Evans. Young in the corner. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got his first 2 points.
You know, he might look a little thin, even wiry out there, but Young is strong. He has no issues finishing after a bump or a half.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That is his first foul of the game. "56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Money.
And you know, the quickness of Collison. Very dependable at staying with his man and getting a hand up.
Evans kicks to Collison. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic is...
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
For Orlando, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
Outside Holiday. Releases. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
With 1 on the clock, and another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And so it's Orlando, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet net.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing no signs of slowing down. Now, this game has been all him, and he's been a force.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. On the court right now for the Pacers. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Collison and Oladipo are the guard sets. And it's McDermott in at the three, the small forward. And for three, Collison. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Knocks it loose. Here's Money. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight.
Don't let them set up the defense.
So many outstanding athletes in this great game of pro basketball. Talked about a couple guys, Clark, who maybe aren't widely known or regarded in that way, but terrific athletes.
Yeah, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes to mind. Great size and endurance and stamina. Oh, a quick Capella for a big guy.
Yes.
Gets up and down well, good strength. I'm very impressed, and still very, very young in his career. Those would be two guys I would highlight. And Terry Rozier had a bit of a breakout season this past season with the Celtics. So those would be a couple of guys that I would put on that list. But he's willed this team to the lead, demanding the rock and capitalizing with ease.
And so Collison will bring it up for Indiana. Young outside. Loads it up for Young. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer. But they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Here we go with Gordon. Don't let him back. Finish off the break. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Collison. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Collison's got 10 points in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Orlando.
Here's Money. He's covered by Collison. And Vucevic throws it down.
And everything they're attempting is going in. Tremendous run here in the third.
And a much needed run too, Greg. I mean, they've turned it up a notch. Really taking over now.
To the inside. And it's Collison that time on the assist by McDermott. And 12 points for Collison.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
To the middle. And the basket by Gordon.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Back to McDermott. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Money passes to Vucevic. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Here's Money. He's covered by Collison. And Vucevic throws it down.
And you know, when Vucevic gets in the zone and is rolling like this, you just have to make sure he gets his touches. Give him the ball.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Pacers. Sabonis, he's checked in for Young. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Here the three-point line. It's Joseph. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Here's Oladipo. The layup missed.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defender.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants, and then gets his shot off in time.
Joseph with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. McDermott for 3, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Fred.
Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the pass break chance. Vucevic the pass to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Money. Tries it again. Vucevic. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
You know, guys, Nikola Vucevic is a very skilled big man out of USC. He rebounds well, scores it from inside, and has a nice touch. He's got a really well-rounded offensive game as a center. Even added a free ball to his repertoire recently to further stretch out interior defenses.
And with Vucevic, he's an established scorer, but also a very unselfish player.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, too. A big guy with nice mobility, excellent hands, passes well for his position, works inside out, and as he continues to mature, I think you can see Vucevic leaning more and more on his ability to set others up out of the post rather than just looking for his own shot. 2 shots.
Yeah, it seemed to me a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what, I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think it's part of the language of the game now where it's more prevalent.
Matthews. No good again that time.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
Here's Money. Turner covering. For 3. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring for Congress.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On deep, Evans. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And he slams it one-handed.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Here's Joseph. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Poked away. Sabonis against Gordon. Evans kicks to Joseph. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5.
I not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
And that's a foul called on Holiday. That's his third foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. On defense, Orlando. Just 4 points, that's all they've given up here in the second half. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Pacers.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Magic, and 3rd, the Pacers.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
Gordon, the pass to Money. And the layup's good off the glass. Money's got 58.
Like the presence of mind displayed there by Gordon. He plays well within the offensive set and is really a selfless player.
Evans kicks to Matthews. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Ross has got 14 points for the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
The activity level.
A lot of fast break points.
Good work there as it goes.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Down low, and Ross with the slam.
Hey, stay woke on Terrence Ross now. One of the most athletic players in the game. Don't sleep on him.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Evans against Ross. Right side Matthews. Gordon against Sabonis. And Matthews kicks to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. From about 16. And it's Evans missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, heel, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Evans feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Holiday. Kicks to Matthews. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Money. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's look now. Aaron Gordon's numbers. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 2nd in scoring. 2nd in rebounding. And he's also got the 2nd best three-point percentage in the league. An absolute deadeye from beyond.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. 2nd best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And Wes Matthews, that veteran wing from Marquette, has always been a strong 3-and-D player since coming into the league back in 09. Year in and year out, it is a great source of long-range shooting.
And Gordon using his cat-like quickness there to disrupt the passing lanes, leading to the transition hoop.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Turner. There's the triple. That shot missing, so Orlando will take it the other way. And with Matthews, his consistency from outside over his career, Greg, is remarkable.
You know, some guys have good years and then down years, but Matthews just seems to always be on. I mean, you can write him in for about 150 or more threes every season. To have his kind of shooting percentages on his volume for a career is really rare in the NBA.
And again, Orlando running the court in transition. Here's Money. Can't hit from 12. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Turner. Trying to get something going. The putback. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, excellent extension on the block. Superb timing as well to swat that one away.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews.
Bad turnover. Simple.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Mavericks in Dallas. Well, for the Mavericks, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. For so long, the Mavs have been Dirk Nowitzki's team, and rightfully so. But now that his career is winding down, Kenny Dallas is working hard to make the transition.
You can't replace someone like Dirk. You just have to let it fade out. And this team has gotten young and faster, but Dirk's helped out and has been accepting like a lesser role.
You know, Dallas is committed to winning, treating their players right. Everyone sees how they're well treated. Dirk makes the Mavs a great free agent destination.
And now it's time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Dallas playing for the home crowd again tonight. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks.
He is a legend. Thank you, Dean. Now we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with money, and it's Isaac in at the three, the small forward. Money passes to Gordon. To the paint, here's Money. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Here's Brunson. A 26-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Here's Brunson. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Brunson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Isaac with the ball. Shoots over Doncic. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Cleva, the pass to Brunson. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
Isaac takes to Vucevic. Gordon trying to break loose. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They get a hand on it. Here's Brunson. Hills again missing.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face, but I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Kicks it to Ross. Finished off the break. Ross has got his first bucket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Money.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Brunson, no good again that time.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And just great anticipation from Dirk, playing his cards right on the defensive end, comes through with the rejection.
Brunson, good. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, nice speed. Obviously, you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target, it has to be perfectly placed, really pretty.
On the free throw, no good. Orlando leading by 15, inside. Doncic with the steal. Here's Brunson. He has 6. That's tipped. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Dallas Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And one thing Rick Carlisle is known for is his accountability.
Right, and that extends to himself as much as it does the players who play for him. Listen, if this guy makes the wrong play call, he is going to make sure you know about that. And I think that's an approach you see from the top down in this organization.
Mavericks trail by 17. Pass to Brunson. Vucevic with the ball.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
Deep two from Ross. Offensive rebound. And then Gordon with the dunk.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Mavericks shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. And that's on a bounce. Dallas will retain possession. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number one, the Magic.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Money passes to Vucevic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Hot loose. As out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Orlando. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. Of course, there's the Raptors, 9 games back.
And right now for the Magic, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. It's too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
But there's no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Back to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Hammock, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Here's Money, throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Hardaway against Ross. Hardaway, no good. Magic leading by 23 to the middle. Here's Gordon. And it's Orlando with another.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And stolen by Gordon. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Money. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Money's got 15 points. Dallas has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Hardaway passes to Brunson. And they get it. Not gonna go that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. To the middle. It's tipped. Hardaway goes in. No good with the layup.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Houston. Here's Money. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Dallas shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. To the inside, Brunson off with the layup.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
The three-pointer is right on target. 20 points for money.
You're off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Magic. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Greg. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
Now the Mavericks with possession here, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
A floater. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games, when it becomes a possession ball game. And Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes. I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here's Berea. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end, twice on the pipes with that block. There's a little bit of leaping ability and much anticipation on the alley-oop. Jonathan Isaac, salute.
Isaac's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Another steal. Pass to Vucevic from the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And so it's Berea with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. .158 left to play here in the first. There's the pass to Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ross. Burke can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. From deep. Orlando gets it back. Vucevic, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Let's remember, we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good. For the Dallas Mavericks, the last couple of years, generating free throw attempts has been a problem.
Which is a shame, because when they've gotten to the line, they've been extremely accurate. But let's remember, you have a ton of jump shooters on this team, and that's a point of emphasis.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard, and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
Berea kicks the measure. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, easy call.
The Mavericks shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And the second free throw, good. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Here's Money. Burke covering. Ross finds Vucevic. From about 16, the shot's good. Vucevic has got 11 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Berea looking for an opening. Pass to Burke. Back to Berea. Latrey. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Money passes to Isaac and stolen by Burke. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Ross with a wide open look, and it's Orlando with another.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Down low, here's Berea. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Berea's got his first points of the night.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Here's Money. 4 seconds left. No good on the way up.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
Makes you reflect, you know, from us, always make you reflect on everything. I've been really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and draining buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Magic here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted them to rock, they got it.
You got Doncic. Howell is out there with measuring. Then there's Trey Burke, and it's Berea in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That free throw good from Doncic. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the summer league as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible.
And he can't hit the second. There are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on. They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy. Something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate in triple overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Boogie Cousins went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those three men, Kevin.
Endless energy. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Burke. Tipped away. 6 to shoot. And here we go with the magic fast break. And it's in there. And that's 13 points for Vucevic.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Ross. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
And a chance to check out the stats for money. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is. A flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Doncic, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Ross passes to Money. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Mavericks shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Berea with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
On defense, Orlando. On deep, Berea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Money, guarded by Berea. Good work there as it goes. And now, 24 points for Money.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance. Going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
Work kicks to Nowitzki. On deep, Berea. Another miss by Berea.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
They get a hand on it. Off pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
And just over 3.5 minutes play here in the second quarter. Burke, the pass to Doncic. The feed to Nowitzki. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. That's right. Here come the Magic. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 18 points for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Berea kicks to Doncic. Back to Berea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Money. 26 points for him. And Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, there's no question Vucevic has got offensive skill. When he gets to his spots, he is so effective.
The Mavericks have gone an abysmal 0-6 in the field since the second quarter began. So the wing on the left. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Ross. And the basket good by Mesri.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the paint, here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick and roll game, and his experience paying off there.
Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And here's Burke. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Nuggets, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Now Berea. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up almost 13 points a game. Dallas making a switch here. Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. That's Nowitzki at the elbow. Here's Money. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. You look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Aaron Gordon. Another guy who can get a lot of points. Top 5.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
That's off as well, so he misses both. On pass to Gordon, and stolen by Nowitzki. Hardaway goes in. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, there's big-time athleticism when you're talking about Hardaway. Puts it on the deck and relentless move to the cup.
Here's Money. The long-distance three is barreled. Money's got 32 points.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the three ball here in the second quarter.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Boy, the opposition has got to feel an avalanche bearing down on them right now. They're wiping them off the floor.
Here's Brunson, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Vucevic throws it down.
There's a chemistry that Vucevic has with his guys, the alley and the oop.
Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Brunson the pass to Nowitzki. Takes a 3. Brunson no good.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
I'll tell you, Greg, his passing has been absolutely outstanding. He is threading the needle right now.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficient.
Dallas. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's the floater. Tries from 16, hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And the shot goes down. That's 36 points for money.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded close, and it's good for 2. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
To the middle, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
The Mavericks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
And he knocks down the first one. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously, can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. He's perfect from the line this time.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Well, they haven't had to force anything. They're simply moving the ball and working for the best available shot.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Money passes to Vucevic. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Didn't think that was going to go in. Money's got 39.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up about 20 points per game, then 8 assists. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Dallas, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Orlando's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Rebounded by Hardaway. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Powell, that's good.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Here's Money. He's got 39. There's the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
Dallas shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Pass to Brunson. Fires the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Up again. The pass to Money. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And here's a look down at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Gordon.
Right now, after looking at that chart, you pretty much can just jog down the court. He gets it in the paint. That just time and time again, he's worked his way in close and made a shot over a defender or found another way to convert. Just great stuff coming from him thus far.
Brunson, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Isaac's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Here's Brunson. 12 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Here's Money. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, guys, his scoring has been maybe the biggest factor in building this lead, and he's got plenty of energy left.
To the left wing. 3-pointer. Brunson, no good. Orlando's got a sublime 4 of 4 from 3-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
Getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
36 seconds left here in the second. Powell pulls it in. Dallas shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Here's Burke. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Oh, Vucevic in position. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Burke. And too long on the shot. As break, here come the Magic.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
From deep 3-point range, and the right side of the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the 8. Agents. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks, Nick. What got you guys going in the first half?
It was just good aggressive, man. Trying to be a president there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's all we need to do, you know. When we start the game up right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what do you think?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Money out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Kleba, the pass to Brunson. Knocked loose possession here. Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. You take a look at Ross. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And, you know, two-guard is where we traditionally find the best shooters in our league, and he's no exception to that rule. I mean, look at the success he's having from three-point range.
Here's Cleveland.
What you lack maybe in mobility, you've got to make up for it with anticipation. Nikola Vucevic, nice job.
Here's Money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. The Mavericks shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Isaac. Here's the three. Brunson, no good.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Gordon, the pass to Money. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the 8.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Isaac. Pass to Brunson. Looking to get back on track here. Misses off the right eye.
They were hoping for a fast start. Instead, they're 0 for 4.
Vucevic. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Marvelous start to the second half. 3 for 3.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Here's Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 16.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
For Orlando, they have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good. Mavericks have gone on 1 of 5 in the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Hardaway with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Five on the clock. And Vucevic pulls it down.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he's not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up.
Here's Ross, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. A different look for Dallas. Measury comes in for Maxi Kleber, and Berea subbed in for Hardaway. Here's Money, banked in off the glass. Money's got 53.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Measuring with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Dallas again missing.
They're really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
This is ridiculous. Can you remember the last time they missed?
I really can't. They're on fire. Seems like they cannot miss.
Berea kicks to Nowitzki. Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
Nowitzki just so unselfish. When he sees the teammate wide open, doesn't take long to zip that pass right in the pocket.
And another assist. dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Got a piece of it. Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Hope they get it back. He sinks the 11-footer. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Money passes to Gordon. And here is Ross, defended by Nowitzki. To the middle, here's Money. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Dallas shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Lob pass to Gordon. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And Gordon over to help. Runs in the pass to Mejri. Pass to Brunson. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Offensive rebound. Money passes to Gordon. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And here are the Mavericks now. Nowitzki outside. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all. No reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Correa. They can't stop the run with that one. Money passes to Isaac. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
And focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Nowitzki dishes to Doncic. That shot is off. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Ross, Vucevic trying to get open. Yep, it counts. 8 points for Terrence Ross.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Fast break, here we go. Moving it up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Don't you get the sense, guys, how scoring comes so natural and easy to Jonathan Isaac? Tough to stop when he's starting to cook.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Here's Money. A pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
And there's the pass to Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 8 points in the quarter. And it's the Magic's ball. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, when Vucevic is this active, boy, he is so dependable at drawing fouls.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Probably no surprise to us. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
Here's measuring. Great D that time for Vucevic.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Here's money. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Oh, Vucevic in position.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in this second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Now, here's Burke. D right on him. Over in the corner, Lee. And it's off from three-point range. The 11-footer, and good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's money. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And here's a shot shark now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And what a big-time game we've seen from him. He's been the one looking to create and get a shot each trip down the floor. And every time a shot falls, his confidence just grows and grows. Just an all-around tremendous offensive shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Salah mission. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. To the inside. Passes it to Lee. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Bob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo stop.
Lee kicks to Burke. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Gordon with the ball, he brings it up for the Magic. Again, what an avalanche!
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Kleba. Vucevic defending. Back to Burke to stop the drought. Poke loose. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Kleba. Great D that time for Vucevic.
A good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Burke with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. That one falls. Burke's got his second bucket tonight.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, this guy has had a major impact on this game. The scoring he has done has propelled them to this lead.
They get a hand on it. Kleba, the pass to Burke. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Mavericks have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. That one is off. And he's good on the second. Here's money from downtown. And
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Orlando out in front, delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why, Greg, great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Orlando's ball. Burke is out there with Devin Harris. Then there's Dwight Powell. And there's Jackson. And it's Kleba in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Harris kicks to Kleba. Down low. Burke. Double time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
Here's money. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Mouse with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Down low, here's Burke. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. 9 points for Trey Burke.
You know, he clearly made adjustments at halftime. Smooth offense right now.
Money passes to Gordon. Powell with the steal. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
You know, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Ross against Harris. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think It has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, you know, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective.
That's a nice little outside-in play right there. Good feed into the post and a solid finish.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harris inside. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Burke. Off target with his three.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
It's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Jackson. And they double up Jackson. He kicks it to Harris. Dallas, no good that time either. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up with the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
The creative force behind these points is Terrence Ross. This guy keeps his head up, puts the pass right where it needs to be.
For Dallas, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Burke looking over the floor. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 and 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future, understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor, and the basket by Gordon.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Not loose. Nipping another steal.
Steal after steal. He's been everywhere.
Oh, he's on a historic pace. Greg, he's approaching 3rd most steals for a game.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And that one's good.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots.
Gordon's got 44.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Mavericks shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Back to Burke. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
Ball's not loose. Here's measuring the ball, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even at a power finish. And again, it's the magic from deep.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Burke finds Mesri. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Please check in for the Mavericks. Dallas moving the ball around. Now here is Harris. He's covered by Isaac. That shot off. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
G League last season experimenting with coaches' challenges on certain calls during games. You see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, yours, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just add to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Here's Money to the paint. Here's Vucevic, and another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Harris looking it over. High arcing shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Orlando will take it the other way.
A nightmare quarter for this guy. Simply can't buy a bucket. Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage of look as you can really get.
For 3, Ross, and again it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Gordon over to help. Harris kicks the lead. Back to Harris. On deep. Carries it from three-point range.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Oh, okay. I've recorded that comment. Shot from the inbound. Money. And another one falls.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. As out of bounds, the Mavericks able to retain possession here.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
Dallas shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Shot clock at 6. Nowitzki kicks to Burke. Kept alive. And the basket good by Mesri. Mesri's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Money. Burke covering. That's good.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Here's Money, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Back to Burke, beyond the arc. Mesri plus second chance points on the tip in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip ins are easy to come by. Burke, the pass to Nowitzki. Tries again, and he lays it up and in.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And another assist for him.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best at making another steal.
And he has been an absolute feast on the floor. Another
possession, another assist.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
Easily a transcendent game for him and his team. He keeps setting a piece, swipes the ball away again.
Fantastic swipe, and he now stands by himself for second most steals in a game.
Oh, he is so fast. Gets his hands on the ball in the flick of an eye, and break the steal numbers are unreal. Dallas again missing. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Orlando.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Another steal. Full of Jay. The Magic with a fresh 24.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Burke finds Mesri. Will it go? No good from Finney Smith. Here's Money. Again, the Magic score.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Oh, I'd say that's good basketball. You have to get a little creative against the big man, but I love his initiative.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.